Welcome back for another 30-minute musing. It's a Monday edition. How do you like your Mondays? Fast, right? Oh, get them over with. And I just knocked over some shit. Whatever. I don't care. Now it's just a trash can. Somebody barricades the fucking parking spot. I don't care. I'm going to work. Ain't gonna get me to do that shit. Gotta watch where you place that stuff. I don't give a fuck. It's a weird parking scenario we got going on anyway. And the road is kind of getting dug up. Like just from standard fucking, well, it's like, I guess the rain, the erosion or some shit. It's like if the road is paved, there's a decent crack at the low, because it's the road itself is kind of crested just enough. Well, down like at the low points, the fucking pavement is all like broken up, So some of it's just it's in peril. It's in peril. Terrible. Roads all chewed up. It floods up really easy. Parking's kind of a bitch because of that. It's just a small, basic neighborhood street. What would you call that? 2-lane? Well, yeah. One going that way, one going that way, and the guy in the middle's like, what do you want from me? Anyway. You like your Mondays fast, don't you? Because I sure as hell do. Especially this one. I just want to get this day done with. I got tomorrow off. I'm trying to decide what I do tomorrow. I'm going to do a little bit of shopping tonight when I get done with work. Just a couple of food things. Chicken, cheese, veggies, maybe some kind of a snack, some Greek yogurt. All that heavy protein shit. What kind of a snack do I want, though? I've been having mozzarella sticks. Cheese sticks, if you will. String cheese. Been having that. It's a high protein snack. I kind of got away from having all the peanuts. What else was I having before? Oh, I changed out. I don't know if I mentioned this. The cooking that I do. I'm trying to go with just a lot of like normal spices and shit like that, as opposed to, like a big old container of seasonings and Lowry seasoning salt and all that weird shit. I'm trying to go with like just some curry, some garlic powder, some it's kind of like the minced onions, chopped onions. I'm trying to do a lot of that stuff, just salt and pepper straight up. I'm trying to keep some normal fucking things going for me. Well, because I will admit, when I had something like a Lowry seasoning salt, I'd be putting that on stuff, and who doesn't love Lowry seasoning salt? It's good stuff, right? Well, it'd kind of make me break out a little bit. I don't know if there's something in there that's... Remember, the body is one big... what the hell? Let me think here, as I'm turning and merging. The body is one big chemistry set. And since we're all built differently, some people, too much salt is bad for them. Some people, they're allergic to this or that. So there's just certain things, and it's all that chemical crap, I'm sure. I mean, granted, it's not sugar. Well, Lowry seasoning salt does have sugar in it, strangely enough. But those monodextrose, sucrose, all that crap? Yeah. I'm sure the combination of all those things mixing up, it's not good for me, and my body reacts to it weirdly. So I get like, what the hell? Got a little, scrape that up, get the whitehead or something going on. I kind of had some rough skin to begin with. It gives me that ruggedly handsome look. Plus, I might need to trim up the old chin strap goatee thing here. Well, that's another thing, too. With Halloween coming up, I still don't have my costume. I have my idea for my costume. Sorry, something's rattling in the dash there. I have the idea for my costume and just haven't gotten it yet. And there is a party I'm hoping to attend this Friday. Oh, that'd be fun. Ow. But I got to see about the costume. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. There you go. I'll check out. I think there's a Halloween joint just a stretch north of here. Just a few miles. It's 2-3 miles. At least that's where it was last year. I'll check though. I'll see what they got. I mean, closing in the final week here, leading into Halloween, we will see. Otherwise, I could do a special order delivery on the interwebs. Have it just rushed real quick, fucking get to my P.O. box and be like, God damn it, I'm ready. I would need some face paintery, though. I would definitely need that. But that being aside, no guarantees on what that's going to turn out to be like. Just that clock is ticking, and I've been totally procrastinating away from it. Just Massachusetts plate, got other things. Well, shit, I've been telling you about, I've been live streaming and broadcasting the video game stuff. Been doing a lot of that. Oh, I had a bad one last night. 3-hour set, good lord. And it was just bad. Sneaky, I was not. But that's a different story altogether. Oh, as I get my ass into work, I definitely got to get some coffee going. It seems like my brain is just used to waking up now somewhat, dare I call it early. I would call it early compared to what I used to wake up. Jesus. Well, the work schedule's kind of jumped around a little bit. So now, instead of having to get there for 4 p.m., I have to get there for noon. Oh my God, that's a 4-hour difference. Where before I was waking up at noon, now I'm waking up at 9 a.m. Which, yeah, it's not too big a difference. That's just, just kind of the way the showbiz kind of works out. The showbiz. Get called upon for different times. No, we're doing this. We're going to be live doing this. We need you here. Okay, shit. It's like, Mike, what's your schedule? Well, Jesus Christ, week to week it's kind of different. California plate. That's a long drive. It's like my weekends are usually booked. All you got to do is look to see who college football, who the Florida Gators are playing. And NFL Sundays, you have to see who the Miami Dolphins are playing, or when, more or less. That's kind of my weekend schedule for now. What about when football season's done? Well, I'll check back with you. But that's kind of how my weekends are as of late. What's your week looking like through the week? Well, that too varies. I can tell you certain days, but it might change the hours, so... I got tomorrow off. Well, this guy's got a flat tire going on his front side driver. Tire, that thing's, you can hear that, can't you, buddy? That thing's just getting low. Come on, people, let's fucking find the gas. Oh, what's this? New York in front of me. New York plate. Now, what is this passing me? I think it's a Volkswagen and Virginia plate. And it is a Volkswagen. Oh, man. Got home last night while I was talking with my mom. Talking to her for decent, I'd say probably close to 2 hours. Right around there, I'd say. And then I hit up a workout, did some yoga. And granted, it was the Utah plate. I'll be goddamned. I ain't seen one of those in a while. Another Massachusetts plate, but yeah, that's got to be a different one. Because that's on a Caddy. It's not the same as that first one I saw. I guarantee you that. I promise you. But, no, I was talking with my mom, did a workout. Did the 30-minute yoga, which I admit is not a lot of yoga. It's really not. You're not locked into positions too long. But that's where I tried to force and get that extra little, one way and the other. Tried to get that stretch a little more, get the balanced posture, the posing. Get that shit a little better. A little bit more of a bend when you're doing whatever move, like a Warrior 3 or a half moon. Really get that stretch in the legs. I'm kind of feeling a decent little sore all over. But I think that's just your standard, you had been blasting some workouts, Mike, and then you kind of get that good yoga stretch and little power in the legs. Feeling it. Today I'm thinking I might just work core. It's kind of a lazier workout. Well, I mean, it's not going to be a full fucking run of it. So, yep, throw on the old Slender Tone belt and then hit the deck. Well, one or the other. It's either hit the deck and get some good crunches and shit like that done, then throw on the belt, or get the belt going first. I'm not sure which. Come on, buddy. Give me another 1.5 foot here. Get behind that truck. Jesus. I thought Progressive was a car insurance company, not Waste Solutions. Huh. What kind of progress is that, taking out the trash? Whatever. I definitely need some coffee. I was up late last night. Whew, shit. That could be part of the reason well, yeah, my brain kind of woke up. My eyes did not want to open at all. So, I mean, it's partially good. It's like if my brain is kind of waking up before my alarm goes off, I'm somewhat ready to tackle the day. Somewhat. But then I try opening my eyes, and when I hear my alarm go off, it's like, no, not this again. Which is another reason, if I gotta be to work at noon, I set my alarm for 9. And granted, I give myself an hour to drive to work, because you never know what traffic's going to be like. You've heard me complain about the drivers, I'm sure. I may have mentioned that in an episode or two. But doing that, alright, buddy, if you're coming in this way, get in. Get in. Fuckface. New York plate behind me, and I think that's a different vehicle. Looks to be a BMW. Yeah, I'm throwing down some coffee when I get my ass into work. Yeah, I was up late. I didn't brew any before I went to bed. Normally, I'll have that ready, so it's sitting there, all set and ready to be consumed for the morning. Did not. And I was just gassed. If I go back to watch that the video I made last night, I know I'm just going to be horrendously gassed. I faded out. It had to be that last hour. Really just hit a fucking wall. Felt I was doing good on the creative side of things. Well, not so much creative, just, I'm playing through and commentary at the very least. Felt I was doing good up until that last hour. Oh, that was a partial train wreck. And I say partial because, well, I finished up. I might have lost a car or two, I don't know. I'm not a train engineer, that's for damn sure. I don't know what good analogies to make about that. World Series starts tomorrow night. I want to definitely check on that. And tomorrow being a day off, who knows how it looks for me. We shall see. But damn, man. It's always construction. Oh, excuse that yawn. That one was heavy. It's always construction. There's always some vehicle on the side of the road needs assistance. Road ranger and all that shit. Tow truck, maybe. And the AC feels good. Well, I'll tell you what, though. It's beautiful out right now. I mean, it's showing me 86 degrees. I think that's the least bit off. Because it feels upper 70s, not really humid, with a nice gentle breeze. I mean, this is how most people probably experience, those nice spring into summer days. I don't know what that's like anymore because I live in South Florida, but you get what I'm saying. Man, I remember, speaking of Halloween, I remember damn how many years ago I was chilling with a friend, a girl that I went to school with, went to college with, whatever. And there was just a terrible, terrible fit of rain running through the area. And there was, where the hell were we? Might have been, that is downtown, like the Los Olas area of Fort Lauderdale. And there was a band playing. We were going to, what the hell, let's jump out, maybe have a couple drinks, see what's going on, blah, blah, blah. The rain was so fucking terrible. Now, luckily, she had an umbrella, but as we left my car to walk to the place, we were just at a parking garage or something. Or no, we were just down the street from one. Because I'm not going to pay. There was nobody out. It was raining. The weather was shit. It was right around Halloween, though. It might have been Halloween night, like on a Sunday or something. And because of the bad weather, because of all that, nobody was out. Nobody. So she had an umbrella, and as we're walking, the rain's coming down so intensely, and this is late. This is like 9, 10 o'clock at night. Might have been later than that, even. She's holding the umbrella. We're both kind of under it, but, her exposed side was drenched. Like, her left side was soaked, my right side was soaked. And, there were just flowing rivers of water in the streets, because, all the shit that picks up, whether there's leaves or people throwing trash, like all the street kind of, the rain gutters, well, plus it's swampland. The water table is just so high up to begin with. There's literally nowhere for the water to go, So it's like, we're just, at points, probably ankle deep in water. Rain's still coming down fucking heavy. We get to the call it a bar, if you will. That's fine. We get there, check out the band who's playing, have a couple of drinks, and do all that. We go to check the next spot. I think we jumped around to another place or two. It's walking distance around there, but when it's raining that bad, walking distance is a fucking nightmare, So, everybody that's in there, the few that were, it's like, yeah, surviving the rain, yeah, we're the rain warriors, fuck yeah. Everybody else is too afraid to come out in this shit, we're whatever, have a couple of drinks, this and that bullshit, and the band takes a set break, bullshit with them, just whatever. There's nobody out, surprisingly, for a Sunday night. But it's like, no, we're surviving the elements, we're fine. The night's winding down. We weren't even out that long, I don't think. Maybe an hour or two, I'd say. It's still raining the whole fucking time. We start getting back towards my car. We look in that parking garage that we walked past, and that's close to knee-high water. I'm not even joking. That thing is just horrendous with how bad the water was. Because, if I remember right, that parking garage is kind of, well, it's not crested, it's almost funnel-shaped for drainage, but there was so much fucking water and probably so much crap plugging up that drain, the water couldn't go anywhere. So, in the low spots of that parking garage had to be close to knee-high, were full of water. And we're looking at people trying to get to their car, and the fucking water line is, up to the door. Just terrible. I'd never seen rain that bad. And, thankfully it's, well, no, maybe once, when I first moved to Florida, I was in Orlando, roughly. Near Orlando. If I said Winter Park, you're going to ask, where is that? So, for argument's sake, when I was living in Orlando, Hurricane Ivan had just rolled up. That was the year of what? I think Charlie was earlier that year. I think it was Katrina and then Ivan. Ivan made its way up towards Orlando, which is center of the state. And it rained sideways for 2 days. We only lost power for maybe 2 minutes, but heavy rain. And there was no flooding problems or nothing like that. Just really heavy, intense rain for 2 days, non-stop. This rainstorm I'm talking about down here in Fort Lauderdale, I'd say that's probably 5 years ago. That shit was just intense for the better part of that weekend, I would say. But that day specifically was just, I don't know if there was some kind of tropical storm or something going through, but that was probably the worst rain I'd been in as far as, look at the streets flooding, look at all this, what the hell's going on? I mean, it was kind of cool, at some point you're just like, okay, if my socks are wet, and that's one of my pet peeves, if my shoes and my socks are just wet, fuck it, my day is ruined. But I mean, at some point you're ankle deep of water. Like, okay, let's hop through that puddle. What? No, that's not even a puddle, that's that's a lake that extends, 20 yards. There's no, I can make a standing long jump and get past that thing. No, you just got to slosh through it and you're fucked. So it's like, whatever. I remember I had to throw out those shoes just because, they were fucked. Oh shit, if here's the exit to Pembroke, I'm not paying attention. Looks like it'll be Hallandale Beach Boulevard because I'm talking. Well, there was somebody pulled over by a cop, so everybody got bunched up so they could slow down and look. Fucking rubber. Okay, red car, what are you doing? Going faster than you need to go. And then you just get there and you slow down. Yeah. You gotta get somewhere in a hurry, so you'll speed up, cut me off, and now your ass end is just on that Jeep. What'd you accomplish? If you're gonna pass, get further left. Had my blinker on, you salami bench. Oh, Jesus Christ. People, I'm trying to merge in here. Alright, if you're taking the highway, I'm doing this, let's do it this way. There we go. Clean. At 50 miles an hour. Not bad, people. Not bad. Anyway. We had a decent amount of wind rolling through. Well, shit, there was that big-ass hurricane down in Mexico, which I really didn't know much about. I haven't seen any video or footage or still shots of it, because it didn't hit the U.S., so why do we care? And apparently that son of a bitch was the biggest recorded hurricane in history. It was so intense, they said they may have to, they were considering making it a Category 6, because they didn't think wind speeds would get that high, whatever it is, like 220. Let the bus pass because I'm merging into their lane. Nobody behind me? Good. Not going to get rear-ended? Good. At least I hope not. Bunch of fucking dum-dums, I'll tell you what. Woo! Well, now I'm on Hallandale Beach Boulevard. Never fun. What do we got here? About 6 minutes. Just over 6. I need coffee. I enjoy coffee. I say I need it, and that sounds desperate, doesn't it? But, I'll be damned. What's with everybody? People out this way just don't know how to drive. How's that phone, by the way? Yep, the gas pedal. When the light goes green and traffic is kind of flowing accordingly, you should follow suit, if you will. Well, I get to upload and record it. Well, I am recording. I get to transfer and upload this 30-minute musing. Some entertainment for, if not your Monday, my Monday. I'll tell you that much. Boy, I wish this was kind of life on the road type material, but this is just me getting to work. No big deal. I remember when I started these up and I was so into it, and I would do one on the way to work and one on the way home. That does take a lot. Really, for this 30-minute musing, my laptop, it will take over an hour for it to transfer, the file type so I can make it into a YouTube video. The YouTube video upload, that doesn't take much. It's just transferring the video file, the conversion. That probably takes an hour and a half to 2 hours for this 30 minutes. I need me one of those supercomputers. Which might happen down the road, but that's down the road. Since my eyesight is not that good, I can't see what's down the road that good. Oh, what else is going on? I don't know, political crap, the GOPs. I know, fuck all that. Too many snakes and weasels. The only one who sounds like a decent human being is Bernie Sanders. And he's a socialist. Now, here's the thing that I was thinking. Why do we equate socialism with, like, being terrible? Is it just because the Cold War in Russia? Like, maybe I need to look more into it, but, socialist. Equality is not that bad of a thing. Especially in the workplace. But, I mean, I understand, like, if it's commission, if it's sales, yeah, the guy who sells more should get paid more. Like, I get that. But as far, Bernie Sanders and his whole, like, dude, fucking the big corporations and all this stuff and blah, 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 that's the part I understand and agree with him on. Call it borderline conspiracy theorist. But, well, no one else is saying you need to shut down these fuckers and make things equal for the smaller guy. No one else is saying that. So I agree with that. Donald Trump, he's an entertainer. He's a real estate guy. He was born into money. Can't trust him. Hillary Clinton, well, she's a Clinton. She's an apparent habitual liar. Can't go through with that. I don't even know who else is considered for the running. I mean, it just, the mass media seems to be pushing those two. Hillary and the Donald. Really? If those are our choices, Jesus fucking Christ, we are screwed. Everybody, if Obama gets elected and re-elected, I'm moving to... Yeah, okay. Okay, Rush Limbaugh, you haven't moved to Costa Rica yet, have you? And his second term is almost completed. You didn't move, did you? Or Mexico, or Canada, wherever the fuck he said he was going to go. Didn't move your fat fucking ass, did you? Nope. Well, so you're just as big as liar as Hillary now, aren't you? Wow, that's a bad thing. You're as big a liar as Hillary Clinton. Wow. That's something I'm sure a conservative does not want to hear and be compared to. Ooh, but I said it. Yeah, I mean, not that I know, and sure, hey, maybe there's parts of Bernie Sanders I would totally be against and be like, this guy's a fucking idiot. I don't know. I just know that he's, the one thing that I agree with him is that, yeah, the big corporations are too fucking big, the banks are too fucking big, and the middle class America can't survive on these bullshit wages they have. So the rich need to, give a little bit, because they're taking a lot. I agree with that. Maybe there's other things, but if that's one of his stamp signature statement things, yeah, I agree with that. Everybody else is worried about Benghazi and China. Where are my suits and ties made from? I don't give a fuck. Really don't. I'd rather hear about other issues, education, things like that. What the fuck we're doing overseas, military-wise. But those are all different stories. Well, in short, I'm probably not voting. I voted once. I voted back in 2000, and boy, do I regret that. Because, I was 18 at the time, and it was legal for me to vote, so I did. That was stupid. I did no homework whatsoever. Totally regret it. My vote doesn't count. Neither does yours. You really think the financiers of these campaigns really give a damn about what, Joe the plumber in Iowa has to say about who he puts a check mark by? Nope. Well, that's a sour start to my Monday, isn't it? Closing out on that? Well, I got coffee on the way, so till we meet again, I'll catch your ass down the road.